Hello everyone, this is Chris with Sticker Fab. Today we have our 2023 WRX. All of our vinyls are designed for 2022 and up. WRXs, there's no change between the 2022 model year and the 2023. What we are going to do today is basically finish out our taillights. We're going to completely black them out. With this vehicle, it's actually easy to do. We sell our original taillight overlay, which is just the reverse and turn area. This is Stealth Dark Smoke. I love this, but what I've printed out is our more common dark smoke material, the cheapest of the materials. However, still a very easy install on this surface. Usually this material, all of our LX materials, are easier to install on curved surfaces, but since this is such a minor curve, just a little bit of heat will do the trick and get us through that install, no problem. If you guys want to check out the LX Plus materials, they're still on our site. They're a little bit more expensive, but they come in a bunch of neat designs. Not only do they have normal dark smoke, light smoke, we have dark smoke stealth, 3D carbon, honeycomb, and galaxy as well. Today in Fort Myers, it's 87 degrees and it's not quite 10 o'clock yet. I like to do these installs in 75 to 85 degree weather. The material just acts the best in that type of weather. Because it is hotter, we are in the shade. For the original taillight overlays, this can almost be installed in any weather. It is a very easy install because this surface is not that curved at all. This one, just a little bit more difficult as you get colder. So take that into consideration. You do want to allow this to have enough time to dry out so it doesn't fly off your vehicle. Not likely to happen, but as temperatures get cooler, you're gonna need to use more time to allow it to dry. Park it in the sun, especially if you are in a colder environment. What I'm going to use for this install is, of course, our vinyls, Sticker Fab installation fluid, a felt tip squeegee, our Chemical Guys microfiber. These three items can be purchased for $10 in a pack. I have some Chemical Guys speed wipe to just clean these off. It doesn't have any wax on it. Wax, of course, would make it harder for the vinyl to stick. And over here I have a little heat source just because of this area of the other overlay where we have to push it down and stretch it into here. Let me get this camera set up and we'll get right on to our install. Alright, so some people ask if these vinyls are easy to uninstall. I've had this one on here for a couple weeks. Again, dark smoke LX Stealth. Use that vinyl to take that adhesive and pull it right off. The normal materials may leave a little bit more residue. You want to uninstall them with heat or in a hot environment and then keep them all in one piece so they don't start ripping up in smaller pieces. It just makes it more difficult, doesn't make it impossible. Let's clean this area off. First, I'm going to show you the install of the taillight version 1.0. We also have this in kind of a C-cut design where it leaves an opening right in the middle and just goes along the outside. Of course, you just match up the shapes. There. You could use 1 cup of water mixed with dish soap, 1 drop of dish soap, or you could just buy our Sticker Fab installation fluid. It makes the install really easy. This evaporates at a very nice rate. What this helps you to do is move the vinyl around to the location you see fit, and then put it down. If you're off, you can pull it back up. If you spray the back of it, even if the wind grabs it and folds it a little bit, it'll be easy to pull apart. And what liquid does is it helps you get all this air out. Even with the premium materials that have air egress channels, this is nice to have. So I'm just kind of going from the middle up, middle out, using that felt tip squeegee so we don't damage the vinyl. And just make sure all that liquid is out. So, done with the taillight version 1.0 dark smoke material right there. Let's move right along to the outer portion. To get these out of the tube, I usually kind of roll them up a little bit more and then start pulling them out. Don't just drag them along the inside of the tube. Alright, so match these up as well. Because this is so big, I'm going to pull it off just a little bit, start spraying. I don't want to lose control of this and have it stick to itself. Spray that outer portion. Alright. Now you see, even if it folds on itself, I can pull it apart if I've sprayed enough sticker fab application fluid. I'm going to guide this into the corner right here, corner over there, and I'm just going to set the bottom right down. Just so it's sitting on the tail light, and then I can move it around. If you lay it down correctly, you've got an appropriate amount of coverage. I usually try to keep one corner up so I can move it around. Let's see. I'm going to push some of this to the right, push some of it to the left, make sure that I'm getting the coverage that I want. I'm going to pull this area back up. Right, so I'm going to push this out gently because I see all that creasing going on. You can also use just your thumb. When you use your finger, you can kind of get a good feel for how the vinyl is moving around, making sure that it's not going to crease. The sun's just shining right through on this one part. You can feel it affecting the vinyl. So only in the end do I kind of sweep the whole thing. In the beginning, I'm trying to use very small strokes. You can push liquid to the inside, you can push liquid to the outside. I do a little bit of both. Okay, now we're dealing with this middle portion that's up. I'm going to take my thumb and push through to the middle. Kind of stretch it this way, and then this could crease, but I'm going to stretch it gently, and now I'm going to stretch this material down a little bit. We don't want it to bunch up, so we're just stretching it over that tail light. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the upper portion. I'm just going straight down. If you go this way, you might get some creasing. You can go diagonally a little bit as well. Only at the very end would I try to go all the way across. So that's looking real good. If you have trouble getting this down, apply some heat. It's already so hot here that I don't need to. I'm gonna go back with my squeegee, make sure everything's down. Let me repeat this process for the other side, then we'll get it cleaned up and I'll show you a little bit wider angle of all of this. Alright everyone, there you have it. Cheap, easy, do-it-yourself mod they can do anytime and basically anywhere. Again, this is the taillight version 1.0 and the outer taillight 1.0 products on our website, available in a numerous amount of materials. All I've done is clean it up with that microfiber and the chemical guys. Looking pretty good, pretty blacked out, pretty stealthy. So please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit that bell notification icon for latest and greatest things we're coming out with for the 2022 and up Subaru WRX.